What is going on, everybody? So I'm letting you guys get an insight of my reality right now. So as you guys know, I am in my truck. I look crazy. Hold on, can't look that crazy. I am in my truck right now. So these are the Echoes. Literally, Gucci can sell these things for like $10,000. You guys know, you guys seen this stuff before. $10,000, bro, and it'll go. People will buy it. But that's not the point of this video. So today we made about $479 trading options. As you guys know, truck driving, I am waiting to get my hours back right now, and just kind of got the AC on so I can take back off home. But bro, the market was freaking tanking today. Like something. If you guys traded options today, on the 10th, the 4th, super crazy today, man. And QQQ just like tanked from a building, bro. I don't like to use certain type of words. So I'm gonna say today was super red. Stay in bed, I guess. But $479, my guy, he made about like $1,000 or $2,000 today. And I always say too, there's people who made $10,000 for the day. There's other people who made $1 million for the day. Today I made about $479. So you just kind of get your piece of the pie, and you know, get your piece of the pie. That's the entire point. And two, I think the bigger point is that when you're looking at percentages, right? If you can make 35% with a small account, imagine what 35% would be with a bigger account. And it's funny to think too, like and this is during the Trump era. If you guys remember, people, the OGs from 2020 when we first started trading, you guys remember how the Trump days were. I think at one point in time there was like I remember, and I had to actually get back in the truck, whatever. But that's a long story, whatever. But 2020, when Trump was president last, I remember there was a point in time where I couldn't make anything less than $20,000. I made my first $392,000 during the Trump era. So a lot of people don't like Trump. I say, whether you like him or you love him, the point is that the guy is a fucking opportunist. He brings so many opportunities to the market. So regardless if you like him or love him, don't focus on what you don't like about him. Focus on the opportunity that he brings, if that makes any kind of sense to you. Because a lot of people will spend a lot of time talking about what they don't like versus the actual point, which is the opportunity. If you go look for a house, you're looking for the best deal, right? If you go grocery shopping, you're trying to look for the best deal. If you're trying to go shoe shopping, clothes shopping, etc. and so forth, you're trying to look for the best deal. When you look at Trump, don't think about, oh, I don't like Trump. Think about, no, this motherfucker is going to bring me a bag. And to add insult to injury, over the last week or so, and this is, you know, again, you got to kind of learn the market. Over the last week or so, he's been, you guys remember the tariffs and all that other kind of stuff that's been going on. Well, so in the midst of all that talking about tariffs and et cetera and so forth, this guy, SPX, QQQ, futures, et cetera and so forth, the amount of money that has been made over the last week, now, mind you, he's been president, for 60 days-ish, whatever, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more. But the amount of money that has been made, I've been seeing plays go from $100 to $30,000. Now, that's not retirement in its one play, but you put $5,000 on one of these plays, 5,000 divided by 150 or whatever, times that by 30,000, that's a shit ton of money. I just did the math on that. That's $1 million right there. That's crazy how I just thought of that. 5,000 divided by 100 times that by $30,000 per contract. That's $1 million. And he's been throwing out these plays. So a lot of people will say, oh, tariffs and the market is going down. Like, you got to understand. And I don't think it's my job to preach. Maybe it is. Maybe I can share kind of one preachy video. But you've never seen a bee argue with a fly that honey is better than shit. What I mean by that is that opportunities, when you see opportunities, and again, there's people who made, like I said, today I made $479. There's other people who made $10,000, $5,000, people who lost $10,000, $5,000, $20,000. Some people lost $30,000 a day. Some people made $60,000 a day. Some people made $1 million. If you look at hedge funds, they've probably made billions of dollars for the day. the point is that you want to find your opportunity, you want to get in where you fit in, and you want to get better at the game. But to conclude this video, sitting in my work shoes. And again, yeah, some of these shoes, man, you can sell some dirty shoes online for like $10,000 and people buy them. Now, one thing I would say about these shoes are that they're super freaking comfortable, and I'm looking to buy some more. But going back to the point, there's a lot of opportunities in the market, and I'm going to get back to my alerts as well too, because I've been getting a lot better with I guess you could say my trading strategy. I'll show you guys like my favorite trade, whatever, and what I've been working on over the last 2 months. But yeah, I've been getting a lot better with my strategy. Hence, I've been a little bit more consistent with making money in the market. So as I'm posting this video, you guys are kind of like getting the gist, like, oh, this guy's getting a little better at trading. Now, mind you, going back to it, 2020. And this is a really interesting point right here. Maybe I can kind of extend this video. And maybe, the people who stick around for this video, it'd be some real valuable information I'm gonna share right now. 2020, when I made the $392,000, I didn't know a lot of stuff, or I didn't have a real good strategy on how to trade the market. So I guess you could say it was luck, and anybody could have done it. Now, moving forward, so 2020, when I look at the history of Trump, and when I realized when he was first in office, if you remember like how much shit he was getting throughout the news, throughout his policies, and et cetera and so forth, like he didn't really get a lot done, I would say, right? He didn't get a lot done, other than the fact that, oh, he seems like a normal person, he's not a politician. Fast forward, after the 4 years, I feel like he's, and this is just my personal opinion, I feel like he's gone through the trenches, and he has had a lot of time to sit back and observe and learn how exactly he can come about this presidency now. And you may say that you may see a different Trump, whether you like him or you love him, whatever the case may be. But what I would say is, going back to opportunity, he's providing way more opportunities than he did last time. And they're a lot more, they're more on the day-to-day type of basis, which is really good, meaning that every single day there's an opportunity for people to get rich. But fast forward, going back to it, over the last 4 years, I've been finding myself become a lot more consistent with making money. So again, when I used to make $20,000 a day, that I was like, yeah, there should be no reason why I shouldn't make anything less than $20,000. That was wrong. Meaning that you really do have to have a legitimate strategy in order to trade this market. And it's doable. There's a lot of people that make money in this market that have their own strategy. And many strategies work. You just have to find the one that fits your style. So when I compare that to when I got lucky and made the $392,000, I kind of look at it as like, okay, he became president and he wasn't experienced. I got lucky and I wasn't experienced, right? Fast forward 4 years, I had the opportunity to take my time and actually learn. He got the opportunity to take his time and actually learn exactly what is he trying to accomplish, right? How do you become a great president? Whether he's going to become a great president, I don't know. That's the future, and that's what other people are going to judge. But numbers don't lie, right? So meaning, or is there more jobs? Are people more successful? Is the economy good? Is war done? Is the debt coming down, et cetera? Those are people. That's how people are going to measure whether or not he's going to be a great president, right? Is there more money in your pocket at the end of his presidency? And then when I relate it to my style after the last 4 years, it's, learning a strategy where I can be consistent and learn from the mistakes from the last 4 years and moving forward to be a much better trader for the future. But of course, only time will tell, and that is pretty much getting out of the truck again. So I retired one time during 4 years. Now I'm gonna go retire again. So let's see what happens.